Good morrow and welcome to Smell the Coffee. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and let us entertain you. My name is Aina Raizakoya and I am joined by the ever graceful Diana Master. How are you?
I love that introduction, man.
it's
Nothing but facts,
befitting.
nothing but the truth.
Yeah, it fits. It fits.
How
yeah.
are you doing today?
I'm fantastic, man. I am feeling better. I am more livelier than I was yesterday.
Yes.
It's
Woman Crush Wednesday.
It's a Woman Crush Wednesday.
Yes.
They used to have this event at Chicago's Woman Crush Wednesday.
I think they still do.
Where they have celebrity women go to the club and then their fans come, or influencers, then their fans come and then they take pictures, they have a good time. That's a great initiative.
Someone actually wanted to invite me to be Chicago's Woman Crush Wednesday.
Do it.
How?
Not in winter though, in summer. I do not recommend grooving in winter. I do not recommend.
Imagine.
You're gonna get cold and you're gonna be there irritated and wanting to go home. And imagine all these people came to see you. Now you are like in a bad mood because it's cold. And also you can't really give fashion a glitz and glam.
No,
when it's
I
cold.
definitely can. Oh no, my winter wardrobe now is giving.
No,
it's just a shame that some of these things I can't really wear them to work.
Yeah.
Because it's unprofessional. But my winter wardrobe.
While we are talking about, it being winter, what are some of your favorite soups that you can recommend to our viewers? Because it's cold, right?
Yeah.
You need to take in hot stuff.
Yeah.
Apart from tea and coffee, what other hot stuff can our viewers take? Maybe a soup. What do you recommend in that
personally,
regard?
I love a warm butternut soup.
Yeah.
Chicken soup is, oh my goodness, especially the way my mom makes it. Wow. Like, I love my mom's soups because she has all these different soups and, all these recipes. Minestrone soup is actually also quite nice.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely I would say maybe my top two would be butternut and chicken soup.
I love butternut soup, but also the problem with butternut soup for me is the peeling. Peeling the butternut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've noticed most butternuts here are actually not as sweet.
You have to add sugar.
You have to add a bit of sugar or something to sweeten it a little bit. But I like the creaminess that it comes with. I like how we're dressed differently. Like I look like I should be in the snow right now with my parka. And you're there like, you know what? Slay all day, every day. I get cold. Not really, but like I prefer to stay warm. That's why I don't like going out too much.
Yeah.
Because, it doesn't get better than you in your bed and I've got a nice electric blanket, so I'm nice and toasty all the time. Now imagine someone is like, let's go out.
You can't go out. No. Like, I really avoid going out in winter. Don't invite me out in winter. I will probably not come.
Well, you should just have a sleeper.
We can do a sleepover.
Yeah.
That would
like a cute
work.
Pajama party.
With a heater and
with a heater.
Yeah. But I also want to recommend, the ordinary soup. The vegetable soup where you put in just what is this, cabbage, carrots, potatoes,
peas, lentils, whatever.
Lentils, you can do that. Easy to make, very yummy. You can have that for dinner. You can have it with bread,
And also kappa soup. Kappa soup is actually quite convenient because literally it's just getting boiling water and you just stir and it's this thick consistency.
Yeah.
It's very easy to make. And like you're saying, sometimes with soups like that where you just add vegetables, you can, if you love your meat, you can just chop up like beef or sausage or or chicken. Personally, I love when we add chicken in there. Like,
it gives. Please do let us know what some of your favorite soup recipes are in the comment section. And who knows, maybe on Saturday, Glenora Shipura will make a soup live on Smell the Coffee. We'll be right back shortly with more entertaining and exciting news.
what's that smell? Do you smell that?
I
It's
smell
freshly
that.
brewed news. So starting as of sex tournament, Sweden becomes the first country to make sex a sport. Or does it? So there have been reports that while other countries may regard sex as a taboo subject, Sweden has become the first country in the world to register sex as a sport. It is also revealed that under the supervision of the Swedish Sex Federation, there will be a European Sex Championship scheduled to take place on June 8th. The matches will reportedly last 45 to 60 minutes and span several weeks. It is revealed that the contestants will be from different European countries and will compete in 16 different disciplines to show their talents. Radio Mercury reports that the judges will look at seduction, body massages, exploring erotic zones, prelude, oral sex, penetration, endurance, physical appearance, pose execution, creativity in position changes, and the number of orgasms within a given time to determine who wins. This is according to IOL News, but upon Googling, I actually found out that this is just a rumor. It hasn't
Been confirmed?
been confirmed. It's not true as of now. So, like, DW News actually says this is fake news.
Okay.
But if it turns out to be real, what's your take?
I don't know how I feel. I'm having mixed reactions.
I like how you're genuinely speechless. You are genuinely speechless. I mean,
You see, even you are.
like, the thing is, right? Like, is it just basically now people watching pornography? Like, are these people that enjoy voyeurism? Or are they voyagers? Like, I don't know what to make of this. Because also, I think the people are going to be attached to like monitors and stuff to see if people actually orgasm and things like that. But it's still very much, I mean, I'm flabbergasted, man.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't come into law. I think things should just be left as they are. I think that we shouldn't go to the extreme measures as of yet. Let's just keep things as they are.
Yeah.
And then maybe as time goes on, we can start to explore like other avenues, but
for now, no, guys, just
it's a
keep
bit
it in
too
the bedroom.
much.
Keep it in the bedroom,
Yeah,
man.
because
You know,
nobody wants to see that.
no, don't
Okay,
say that. There are
maybe
people.
people want to see, but like it's almost as if it's still like a sacred thing.
It is.
Yeah.
I personally think sex is a sacred thing, and it should be a sacred thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We'll be keeping an eye on the situation to see if this is actually true or not. But for now, it's been debunked as fake news.
All right. Now moving over to our next story. A 2-year-old North Korean was sentenced to life in prison after officials found a Bible in the toddler's parents' possession as the totalitarian regime continues to execute and torture religious worshippers. As many as 70,000 Christians are imprisoned in North Korea, according to a new International Religious Freedom report by the U.S. Department. The findings underscored the brutal measures routinely doled by the Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. People caught with a copy of the Bible in North Korea face a death penalty, while their families, including their children, are sentenced to life in prison. According to the report highlighted the 2009 imprisonment of the family based on religious practices and parents' possession of the Bible. The entire family, including a 2-year-old infant, was sentenced to life in prison camp. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad to see that this is happening, but upon reading the Bible, you would know that we are now in the end days. Yeah.
Yes.
Because in Revelations, that's where it says, right, people are going to be, like, Christians are going to be persecuted for being Christian. And the fact that they can sentence a 2-year-old.
Please help me make it make sense. Why do you imprison a 2-year-old? What is a 2-year-old going to do in prison? Who's looking after the 2-year-old? Where is the 2-year-old kept? Are they kept in cells? What's going on?
I also wonder, but it could be a thing of, because I don't think that side they really have like social services where kids can be put in foster homes. So it could be a thing of they're like, listen, there's not going to be anyone to take care of your kids, so might as well just go with them to prison. I don't know, man. Like, Kim Jong-un is a very scary man.
So what do they practice then in terms of religion in North Korea?
They don't, because they're supposed to worship their leader.
Or the Kim
Jong-un. But I understand.
Oh, he's now the god.
He's basically, yeah, because you're just supposed to show your loyalty to him. So I guess in a way it's kind of like, if you worship God, you're not going to worship me. So it's a weird thing, man. I think that's why a lot of people escape North Korea.
So Kim is competing with an unseen man.
Basically, but I don't know if they also practice Buddhism that side, because I know South Korea, which is literally just, like across the border, right next door, they are mostly Buddhists. I mean, there's also Christianity there and other religions, but Christianism and Buddhism are the top ones there. So I'm not sure if North Korea is also like that, but from my understanding, Kim is basically the great leader. Like literally every morning they have to wake up and sing like a song to say our great leader Kim and whatnot, and they have to march and all these things.
Wow, this
even kids in kindergarten, they know. Wow. They wake up and they basically praise him.
This is new to me. Okay, wild actually.
Which is why I don't understand. People were like, no, I'm going to North Korea for holiday. It's mostly just people of the other color, but like, because I've never met a black person saying, I'm going to North Korea for a holiday. But I have seen many documentaries. They do have tours open where people can go explore North Korea, but it's also very limited what they get to see, what they get to experience.
Is there social media in North Korea?
No, there's no social media. There's no internet. They barely have electricity. It's one of the poorest countries, actually.
Guys, we really have freedom, hey?
Yeah.
That we really take for granted sometimes.
Yeah, and the women actually have designated hairstyles they can get. You can't
like
just
a fringe,
wake up.
Just
you
a
can't
fringe
just,
or a bola.
Yeah, like basically if you go to a salon, they have a list of approved hairstyles that women can have.
That's wild.
It's actually interesting. You should go check out the documentaries on North Korea. It's actually really, really interesting. But moving over, sister-in-law gives list of reserved baby names at a gender reveal. Please note, she's not pregnant. So a mom-to-be says she couldn't believe it when her sister-in-law presented her with a list of reserved baby names at her own gender reveal party, ordering her not to use any of them as she wanted them for her own future children. Her sister-in-law, who is her husband's twin sister, isn't currently dating anyone and has made a commitment to remain a virgin until her wedding day. Crucially, she's also not pregnant. According to this expectant mother, the list itself was quite lengthy and contained a number of family names of special significance that she had indeed been considering for her unborn baby daughter.
That is selfish, uncalled for, and wild.
That is very selfish. You don't even have a man.
You are not even pregnant.
You're not even, no, it's one thing for you to not be pregnant. You don't even have a man. You're not even in a relationship.
You don't even know whether you're going to get married as you planned or not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous.
And who says that two people can't own the same name?
True. We can have namesakes. But also my thing is, if you have like one name, that's fine. I remember telling everyone, I was like, Navea Marie, that's my name. And I also have boy names, but it's not like I have a list of names. So I'm like, you cannot not name your kids this. Which is why it's fine for you to have one name that you reserve. But you can't have a list including family names, like names that have been in the family. For example, let's say your grandmother was called Rosalia and you decide you want to name your child Rosalia.
My grandmother's name is actually Rosalia.
What? That is crazy. But yeah, like now you want to name your child that, but because I married your brother, I have to be like, no, actually, I know you can't name your child Rosalia because
this sister-in-law has a lot of audacity.
She has the nerve, like Harry Potter and the audacity of this woman, because honestly, how selfish can you be? Because now imagine
for you to show up at my baby
gender reveal
with names
to say, actually, no, you can't name your kid this or this or this or this. Like, okay, fine. It's not like you're going to have 30 kids and name 30 of them all those names.
I understand if maybe I don't understand at all, but maybe I could understand if it's one name. But for you to have a list, like
Girl,
with
stop
50,
being selfish.
No, fam, it's not giving. Thank you, next, bye. Now we move over to Burna Boy, who made history over the weekend when he became the first African artist to headline a stadium show in the UK. A sold-out crowd of 60,000 fans screamed the Grammy award winner Afrobeats lyrics back to him at the London Stadium, and he didn't disappoint with his 2-hour set, bringing out famous friends like Stormzy and Dave on a giant merry-go-round to perform alongside him. Afrobeats is a mix of African and Western influence, and it has seen a massive rise in popularity over recent years thanks to the likes of Burna Boy and Wizkid.
My sister would not shut up about this because she went to the concert.
Nice.
And she was just sending me videos. I'm like, girl, it's fine. I get it. Okay, I get it. But yeah, man, congratulations to him.
But people have fans, 60,000.
60,000 sold
people
out
came
show.
to see you, one man, 60,000.
I mean, he doesn't call himself the African giant for nothing.
He's
He's truly lived up to his name. Now we take a look at the second part of the interview Yolanda Nal did with Dr. Akshi Tulsian of India and Namibian artist Namboa. Stay tuned.
Can you tell us what spoke to you when you saw Namboa's work?
So I looked through several artists, and I have a description on an artist. I think every artist dips his brush in his own soul and paints his nature into the canvas. And after meeting several artists, talking to several people, the thing that drove me to choose Namboa and to start working with him is because he had that passion. He wanted to do it, but he wanted to convince me to do it his way. And I wanted to convince him to do it my way. So I think that tiff just got us together. And it made the bond so strong. And finally we could come in line with falling in line with each other as to what he wants and what I want. And we met at a common point where we both wanted the same thing. And that's when we came up with.
That's amazing. Any future plans to collaborate again?
I would love to keep working with Namboa, and I love some of the Namibian artists. The other artist that I'm really looking at is Hage. I've been speaking to Namboa about him. I love his work. I think art is not about investment. Art is about what your eyes like. Art is about what you like to see in your house, what you like to see in your room. And Hage is another work that I like. Namboa is someone who I want to get work from. So Namboa also does this live art, right? He goes to a show and he just paints live. And you have your artwork ready in like the next 2 hours. So you're not buying things off the shelf. You're buying something that you like. And I would definitely like to collaborate with Namboa going forward to have something in my drawing room the next, or probably my office room.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Namboa. What's the industry like in Namibia? I mean, I think it should be a difficult market, but how can we grow it?
Yeah, it's very complicated, and the complication is in the consumption of art, which eventually generates energy for artists to keep on creating. For many years, I was always going in the route of making art and selling it, making art and selling it. But for a population like Namibia, it gets very difficult unless that we really create a strong digital kind of industry, but that will still require more people. But the consumption of art is an experience, and that experience can be paid for. But that also requires the artist to be capable to give that experience. So live painting for me was that, it was a way out, or a niche, or a different form of finding energy in the art, as opposed to selling. But now you're also selling the experience, which changes the very definition of art. And it then becomes that art is the process, and the painting is sort of a byproduct, but it's still the art. So yeah, we need more. I feel like we need more performances for artists, more performances. Yeah.
I think the good part is he makes the buyer, the process, he makes them feel the process of owning the painting. So you go through the process of seeing what's happening and how it's created, just like a child. It's born, and then you learn how to love it through its life. So I think he gives birth to something that you will love. And that's very different that I've seen in an artist.
It's a very unique gift to gift someone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Doctor, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay in Namibia.
Thank you so much. I don't want to go back home. I'm just loving the place, but
We'll come with you, and then we'll experience India for a bit.
anytime.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back shortly.
In our Talk of the Town segment, the Indian Namibia Center of Excellence in Information Technology was officially inaugurated last night at the Namibia University of Science and Technology. Let's have a look.
You from that side and meditate. Just 2 minutes.
Tell us, are you ready?
Are we all ready?
Okay, I think we can start pulling.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is an outcome of the development cooperation and capacity building partnership between India and Namibia, and it is being pursued in line with our shared desire to develop human resources, especially of the youth, and give them the right skills in the technology domain. It of course reflects the long-standing people-to-people friendship and linkages, which I think you heard the Deputy Prime Minister remind us. And today, in fact, when I called on His Excellency the President, he himself was witness to events in our past history, for which really such sentiments never have adequate words to describe them. Now, I'm happy to note that this center has started offering courses going back to November 2019, when the Center for Development of Advanced Computing, CDAC, provided the course materials, the reference books, and much of the IT hardware and software. We recognize that the remaining installations were completed in very challenging circumstances during the pandemic, and I would again like to particularly acknowledge and appreciate those who went the extra mile to make that happen. 6 master trainers from Namibia were given training in CDAC in India, and their role and contribution, I think, should also be recognized. And I thank the Vice Chancellor and his entire team for their unstinted support and collaboration to make this project a reality. With the objective of developing industry-oriented programs to address skill requirements in areas such as cybersecurity, big data analytics, and e-governance applications and software development, the center, I believe, has been able to offer courses and to train, as I heard, more than 275 professionals, government officials from various ministries, students, teachers, and researchers. I'm happy to note that a student from this very center, I believe, has won a trophy with the first position at the 6th Namibia National Cybersecurity Competition.
Well, that's it for today's episode of Smell the Coffee. Until tomorrow, it's all our love, all our light, and adios.